welcome to NPS Now, your source for news and information about Norfolk Public Schools. I'm your host, Karen Tanner, and with me are two special guests today. We have Dory Banks, the principal of the Academy of International Studies at Rosemont, and we have Paul Jones, the lead teacher and designee for the school. Welcome to NPS Now.
Thank you. Thanks for
I am
having
happy
us.
to have you here today to talk about a special program, Young Scholars, that's housed in your particular school. So Dory, talk to me about Young Scholars program and what are some of the benefits for our students?
So the Young Scholars program is the middle years gifted program that Norfolk Public Schools has. It's just one of the menu service options that Norfolk offers to our students for highly motivated gifted learners. The program was housed at Ruffner Academy and then Norview. They had another cohort of students over there, and recently the two programs have merged under one roof over at Rosemont. Rosemont is centrally located. The students were excited to come over. They got an opportunity this summer along with their families to come and see. And so things are just really going well with all of them together in one cohort at Rosemont.
And we have two programs in one school. So Paul, tell me, do the students and the separate programs ever interact with one another?
The interaction has been great. Of course, there was some anxiety at the beginning of the school year. But given the fact that outside of a few core classes, the students are taking classes together, whether it's PE, whether it's technology, music, art, or the many foreign languages that we offer, the students are constantly interacting with each other, and it's been great.
How is the Academy for International Studies different from the Young Scholars program?
Well, the Academy is a thematic-based program. It is a rigorous program. However, our focus is on world cultures, world languages, and we have a Navy cadet program.
Right. So Dory, what types of activities or classes do Young Scholars participate in that program that makes it unique?
Well, it's based on the autonomous learning model. George Betts is the founder of that model, and so it's real world problems. The kids participate in Socratic seminars. It's unique in that they are matriculating with their intellectual peers. All the kids are identified gifted, so it's considered homogeneous in the classrooms. But they are also taking credit-bearing courses such as earth science and biology and civics.
Yeah. How many students are in the program, and are you looking to expand it?
There are about 135 kids in the Young Scholars program. I think that the possibilities are endless, but that would be a senior level decision if we were to expand and start another cohort.
Mm-hmm. How are the teachers adapting or loving this opportunity of having the two programs in one school?
You know, from a teacher's perspective, it's been great to have more colleagues that you can actually collaborate with. From the student's perspective, you do have students in both programs that have similar career and academic interests. Being under one roof allows for intellectual discourse and support for one another.
What type of training do the teachers receive, Dory, for the Young Scholars program?
So the Young Scholars teachers are encouraged to get endorsed at a master's level with 4 gifted courses. Recently, we have the William & Mary is our partner, College of William & Mary, and so a lot of our teachers have gone through that cohort to get trained. It's an additional endorsement. But in addition, we also provide professional development from the Department of Curriculum and Development. We bring in experts from the outside to make sure that our teachers are highly qualified and trained to meet the needs of these gifted learners.
And this is for both of you. How do you think combining the both programs is beneficial?
Again, going back to students with similar interests, being able to support one another, in addition developing new friendships that in some cases will last a lifetime.
I like the part about the social emotional needs. I think that our kids need to know that there are other students out there like them that have similar interests, as Paul has mentioned, and just being able to be a kid, be an adolescent, be a middle schooler. They enjoy some similar things that other students do. They're just highly motivated academically, but their social emotional needs need to be met, and they need friends. They want to know that their friends like them. They care about what they have on and things like that. So
right. So how has the transition been so far?
It's been great. From my standpoint, you know, in interviewing some of the teachers, trying to meet their needs, the academy teachers have been so welcoming, not only to me, but to the young scholars teachers. And so with that, they've modeled the behavior for the students. So I think the students have adjusted pretty well because their teachers are adjusting very well.
How's the academy students adjusted to this?
Again, you know, they had some anxieties in the beginning, but now they love it. They love having more students in the building, again, to develop those new friendships and to support one another as well.
What are the parents thinking? Because you have Norview parents that were a part of it, you know, the Ruffner parents who were part of it, then you have the parents for the academy students. What are they thinking about this new transition?
I've heard from some of the parents, and the parents like the location. They like that they have teachers that have the background of gifted services. You have an administrator who cares about gifted learners and have the pedagogy and the knowledge related to their students. Parents feel safe. They feel like somebody cares about their child and they're going to take care of their needs, not only socially but academically. So those are just some of the anecdotal things I've heard from parents. We have a really active PTA. Probably about 300 members recently because of a dance that we just had. We were able to increase the number. So the parents are very engaged and very active, and so I've heard very positive things about it.
And the students have a chance to interact with one another too.
Yes, they do. I have what's called a principal advisory committee, and so it's about 15 members, and it's ambassadors as well as young scholars. And it's sort of like a duplicate of my ILT, the leadership team that I have with the teachers. And so I meet with them twice a month after school, and so they get to, you know, ask me questions, you know, like when are the library hours open and why aren't they open during lunch? They want a study hall. So they get to engage with each other around service learning projects as well. So.
Great. Well, thank you both for coming on the show today to give me some insight about the two programs, how they've merged into one school, but then two programs in one school. That could be very confusing for a while. So thanks for coming on the show to talk about it with us today.
Thanks
for having us. Thanks.
And we want you to stay tuned for more NPS Now.
Welcome back to NPS Now. I'm Steve Sutmiller, Senior Coordinator of Athletics. We will take a look at the middle school championship football game between Azalea Gardens and Norview at Powhatan Stadium. Norview came in undefeated and hadn't surrendered a point all season, while Azalea put up 52 points in their semifinal win over Waters. This is a rematch of last year's championship where Norview was victorious. Let's see how this game played out.
I want to thank all our sponsors for tonight's event. Fans, a reminder to concussion. The concession stand is open throughout the game tonight. at halftime from Norfolk Middle School and from Azalea Gardens. We'll begin unity cheer.
It really doesn't matter who shakes the best, takes the keys, takes the way. Cause everybody knows that we shake the best, hey, hey. We shake the best, hey, hey. We shake the best, we shake the best, we shake the best, hey.
Norview, 71 yards. That touchdown, sponsored by by the Navigator Rockets.
Whole season no score. Huh? Whole season. Y'all ain't never gonna play like this again. Whole season no score, baby. Whole season's no score.
Right now, words can't explain it, but I know I'm very proud, very pleased with the way we played today, as well as the season. I truly want to commend Azalea for how they made us play today. A lot of times we try to redirect teams into playing different, but today they made us play different. So I definitely want to commend them. But right now, I'm ecstatic and overjoyed.
Talk about the defense. You didn't give up a point all year.
We just wanted to make sure everybody knows something we always talk about from Bill Belichick. Just do your job. Just do your job.
Coach, coming into the finals, did the coaching staff or the team feel any pressure to achieve a second championship?
You know, not one bit, because we had 23 kids who we never met until this year. So they really didn't have a chance to have the experience or the exposure of what we done last year. They heard about it, but they didn't really know about it until we played last week in the playoff. And then they were able to kind of grasp how it feels. So not a whole lot of pressure. Not on them, a little bit on me, but not on them.
Katron, talk about tonight's game. How did that feel to come out on top again?
Me and my team, we came out here with the passion to win.
All year, you guys didn't give up a touchdown on defense. Talk about how good the defense was.
Every day we practice on defense. We came here to play defense. Offense come later.
How does it feel to get a back-to-back champions?
It feels good. Me and my coach, we said we would go back-to-back. And come out here since August 21st, we did good to November 2nd.
Welcome back to NPS Now. With us today is two school counselors. We have Walter Thomas of Norview High School and Kelly Person of Maury High School, and we're going to talk about Virginia College Application Week. Welcome to NPS Now.
Thank you for having us. Good morning. It's an absolute pleasure to be here.
It's great to have you both here and talk about something that's very important. Parents, tune in and listen carefully. This week is College Application Week. Tell me some activities that's going to be going on in the schools, Walter.
Well, this week we have a fun-filled week planned for the students. We've encouraged students to dress in college paraphernalia as well as staff. We're doing daily trivia where students can win prizes and a chance at a raffle ticket for a college survival kit. We're having local college visits from the local mascots from Old Dominion and Norfolk State during lunch shifts. We're actually going to have on-site admissions with several colleges in the area and throughout Virginia. We're going to do student and staff spotlights, where we're going to highlight students who've been accepted into college and to highlight their majors as well. We're going to take a walk down memory lane where we highlight certain staff members and their alma maters.
Oh, that should be fun.
Absolutely.
What's your alma mater?
Norfolk State.
Behold,
yes, behold the green and gold. That's right. In our culminating event, we're going to have what we call a college jubilee on Friday. We've invited several schools from the area to come out and partake with us, band, drumline, sororities and fraternities for an exhibition.
So you're really planning to hype it up.
Yes, that's right.
Hype it up. What's going to be happening at Maury, Kelly?
We are spending the week focusing on our seniors. We are encouraging them to complete applications all week. We have 13 colleges and universities coming to Maury High School to meet with students, help them with applications, do on-site admissions, network with students who are interested, and we are just going to be encouraging students to take this time to focus on coming up with a plan for what they are going to do after they graduate from high school. We want to make sure that every student has a plan and that they are attending some type of education after they complete their high school education.
Right, and this is happening at all of our high schools. Everyone has their own way of hyping up this week and getting our students excited
Correct.
to it. But why is it important to set aside a week for our students to apply to colleges?
Well, as schools counselors, you know, this is what we do throughout the year, helping students with college throughout the year. This week in particular, we want to incorporate all parents, students, faculty and staff, and other community partners, because the goal of Virginia College Application Week is to get as many students applied and accepted as possible.
Right, right. And so Kelly, does every senior fill out a college application? And even if they aren't considering going to college?
We encourage all seniors to complete at least one college application. We understand that plans change, and we want to make sure that every student has a plan for after they graduate. And it's not necessarily an application for a four-year college only. Some students can apply to two-year colleges or even a trade school or a technical school. We really just want to make sure that students are aware that once they finish high school, they're probably going to need some type of education beyond their high school diploma in order to prepare them for their career.
And why do you both think some reasons that students may not apply or think they can go to college or university?
Of course, confidence. A lot of students lack confidence. A lot of students don't have GPA, SAT, or ACT scores to get into the college of their choice. However, there are a lot of programs out here to assist students with increasing their GPAs and tutoring for classes.
Right.
TCC has a wonderful matriculation program and articulation agreements with pretty much every school in the state of Virginia. That's an alternative for students who lack GPA and test scores. Lineage. Some students are first-generation college students, where others follow a long legacy of parents and siblings before them. Naturally, this creates a lot of pressure for students when doing the college application process or applying to college. One of the most common issues I see is affordability. The cost of college is intimidating. So a lot of students may not feel they have the monies to apply to college, but there are resources out there, scholarships, grants, other financial programs to assist students.
Right.
Just last year alone at Norview High School, we raked in $21 million in scholarship monies alone. So we definitely need the students and parents to come out and talk with us.
Right. And Kelly, so how do you help these kids, these students apply for these scholarships and these applications?
Well, the applications and the scholarship process it's a long process, and I think that it can be overwhelming sometimes to parents and students. But the big thing that we do is we start talking with them their junior year. We host a junior college night where we start talking with students about preparing for college applications, preparing their resumes, starting to look into potential scholarships that they may be eligible for. We also encourage them to work with our access counselors that we have in our high schools who help students with the whole financial aid process, in addition to the college application process. But
Yeah.
when I meet with my seniors, the big thing is organization, knowing your deadlines and having a plan for when you're going to complete your applications for your colleges and for scholarships.
And who pays those application fees, and how much do they normally range?
Well, during college application week, most of the Virginia colleges are waiving the fee. So that's one of the big bonuses of college application week. So outside of college application week, students are typically responsible for the application fee. However, there are a lot of resources to help students who need assistance with paying for their applications. Through Access, once again, there's other fee waivers through NACAC. So many times a school counselor can advocate for a student directly with a college to have the application fee waived.
Yeah, so we're coming up soon, possibly. When is the fall semester application cutoff date, Walter?
It varies from school to school, depending on the college or university, depending on if a student has went in for early admissions or regular admissions. It just depends on the college and institution. Most times between November and March, depending on the school. Some schools have rolling admissions, so we definitely encourage our students to be mindful of the deadlines and to stay in close correspondence with the college or university.
Right, so student gets an acceptance letter. How do you help them from then?
Well, the first thing I always tell my students is to wait and make their decision until they've received all of their acceptance letters from all of the colleges that they have applied to, and then also wait until they have received their financial aid award letters from all of the colleges, because for most students, financial aid is going to be a major piece of the decision that they make regarding their college. The other big thing is to visit the college. I have a lot of students who have applied to colleges that they have not yet visited. So encouraging parents and students to go and visit the campuses when the students are on the campus, when the college students are on the campus, so that they can have an idea of exactly what that campus culture is like. And touching base with those colleges, ask questions of the college admissions officers, and also talking with the financial aid office.
So if a student or parent had a question about the college application, what should they do?
Well, I think that taking advantage of all of the resources that we have within our schools, also within the community. We have excellent partnerships with Tidewater Community College, where we have a TCC career coach that is in our school 1 day a week to work directly with students and parents on opportunities through Tidewater Community College. Our Access College Foundation, we have counselors that are housed in our schools to work with students on financial aid. And once again, talking with the colleges, asking questions to the colleges directly.
We want to thank you for coming on the show, and it will refer parents to our website too for college application and resources for scholarships as well. So thank you for coming on the show to talk about Virginia College Application Week.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
And we want to thank you for watching NPS Now. It airs weekly on WNPS Channel 47, or you can view us online at www.npsk12.com. If you have any great story ideas or information you'd like to share, email us at nps_news@npsk12.com. Again, we want to thank you for watching NPS Now.